news. Let's get right into it. Samsung has updated its commitment to 4 Android OS updates and 5 years of security patches. Yo, this is huge. Now, this is going to be available on the S22 series, the S21 series, the Z Fold 3, Z Flip 3, and the brand new Tab S8 series. Yo, this is huge. Honestly, this is Samsung showing that they're here to play and compete, especially with competitors like Apple, which has been doing this for years. And now Samsung is completely closing the competitive edge in that regard. Now let's get into what we are allegedly expected to see at Samsung's event. All right, so when it comes to the S22 Ultra, we are expecting a 128 gigabyte model with only 8 gigabytes of RAM. And then when you move up to the 256 gigabyte model, we're talking 12 gigabytes of RAM. 512 gigabyte model, 12 gigabytes of RAM. And the most highly requested 1 terabyte model with 12 gigabytes of RAM, which is possibly only going to be restricted to certain areas and nations. We hope it's worldwide. We hope we get it here in the US. And to top that off, a 5,000 milliamp hour battery with up to 45 watt wired charging, the brightest AMOLED display of any smartphone, the works. Now let's talk about the S22 and S22 Plus, what we can expect on those models. Now with both variants, the S22 and S22 Plus, we can expect a 128 gigabyte model and a 256 gigabyte model, both rocking 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now the main difference between these two models will be battery size. Now we're looking at the S22 coming in with a 3,700 milliamp hour battery, while the S22 Plus is going to be rocking a 4,500 milliamp hour battery with up to 45 watt wired charging, just like its big brother, the S22 Ultra. All right, now let's move over into the Tab S8 series, and we're gonna start off with the big boy, the Tab S8 Ultra, which is gonna come in a whopping 14.6 inch display of AMOLED goodness with up to 120 frames per second. Woo, that's a big boy. It's also gonna be available in 2 variants of a 128 gigabyte or 256 gigabyte with 8 gigabytes of RAM. Also accompanied with the option for micro SD expansion up to 1 terabyte. I mean, the Tab S8 getting micro SD, but not the S22s and the 22 Ultra. What's up with that, Samsung? I digress. This is also going to be accompanied by a 10,090 milliamp hour battery. Mind you, this is all alleged possibilities, but more than possible. And just to top that off, you're going to get a under display fingerprint sensor. Now, when it comes to the Tab S8 Plus, you literally are almost getting just about the same feature set, except in a smaller form factor. The Tab S8 Plus will be featuring a 12.6 inch AMOLED sweet display with 120 frames per second. And then if you step down to the Tab S8, which is an 11 inch LT, what is it, PS or something? It's not AMOLED, okay? And you get up to 120 frames per second on that model, as well as you step down to an 8,000 milliamp hour battery. This is actually pretty dope and exciting, especially considering the fact that Samsung is coming to play, man. They're upping their support and they are bringing some fire devices. What a way to start off 2022. I'll see you guys at Samsung Unpacked.